to masterminds, two monsters hidden in plain sight. One, created by a system designed to break humanity. The other, born from betrayal, forged in chaos, and smiling through it all. Ayanokoji Kiyotaka versus Yuichi. This is not a battle of fists. This is a war of minds. At first glance, both seem ordinary, soft-spoken, friendly, even forgettable. But behind that calm exterior, something terrifying hides. Ian, cold, calculated, emotionless. A product of the white rumen, hell, where children were raised to be perfect. He doesn't just think faster. He thinks deeper, colder. For him, people are pawns. Emotions are equations. Relationships are tools. Yuichi, on the other hand, is chaos dressed as charm. He looks like your average teenager. Loyal, emotional, maybe a little unhinged. But when pushed, he flips the board, breaks the rules, and smiles as he watches you fall apart. He's unpredictable. He doesn't just outsmart you, he makes you destroy yourself. Let's go back. Ayanokoji's life began in isolation. The white room, no family, no comfort, no mercy. He wasn't taught how to live. He was taught how to survive by any means necessary. Emotion was a weakness. Trust was a lie. He mastered psychology, tactics, combat, and manipulation. By the time he entered advanced, nurturing high school, he already knew how to win. And yet, he chose to hide, to live in the shadows. Why? Because true power is control without presence. Ayanokoji manipulates others to move the world, while he stays invisible. Yuichi, his story is different. He had friends. He laughed. He trusted. Until he was betrayed, thrown into the deadly Tomodachi Game, surrounded by lies and pressure. Yuichi cracked butt in the best possible way. He discovered something. He doesn't break under pressure. He becomes something darker, sharper, more dangerous. Where Ayanokoji remains calm, Yuichi embraces chaos. Where Ayanokoji calculates, Yuichi improvises. They're two sides of the same coin, both terrifying, both brilliant, but their methods, totally different. Ayanokoji manipulates without anyone knowing. He doesn't threaten. He doesn't expose. He simply places people exactly where he wants them, and lets them destroy each other. Remember how he handled ruin? He let him rage, scream, act like a king until the final moment, and then, like a ghost, he appeared, destroyed his confidence, and disappeared again. Yuichi, he's the kind of guy who walks into a trap and turns it into his stage. He lies, cheats, deceives, but always with a smile. He doesn't care how dirty he has to play, as long as he wins. And if you wrong him, he'll make sure you regret it not just once, but forever. Ayanokoji is surgical. Yuichi is brutal. Ayanokoji's power comes from control. From being 5 steps ahead, Yuichi's power comes from unpredictability. He adapts faster than most people think. But now, let's imagine the real question. What if these two actually faced off? Let's say Yuichi was placed in Ayanokoji's school. He would instantly stand out, cause chaos, stir trouble, and force everyone to reveal their hands. He thrives in tension. He wants people to doubt each other. He'd probably become a threat to the school system within weeks. But he would be watching, quietly, patiently, letting Yuichi dig deeper into the game. And when Yuichi feels like he's winning, Ayanokoji would pull the ground from beneath his feet. But here's the twist. Yuichi doesn't play by rules. Even if Ayanokoji traps him, Yuichi might flip the script, sacrifice his own allies, or manipulate the narrative so well that even Ayanokoji feels a flicker of surprise. It would be a chess match where both players break the board. Ayanokoji doesn't enjoy the game. He plays because he was trained to win. Yuichi enjoys the chaos. He plays because it's the only place he feels alive. Who would win? That depends on the field. In a pure psychological game with rules, structure, and long-term planning, Ayanokoji dominates. He's just too precise, too perfect. He doesn't make mistakes. But in a pressure cooker situation where emotions are high, the game is unstable, and deception rules, Yuichi has the edge. He's unpredictable. He thrives in mess. Where others lose control, he becomes the controller. Both are terrifying. Both are geniuses. But while Ayanokoji is a machine designed for control, Yuichi is a monster born in chaos. One is the perfect predator. The other is the devil you didn't see coming. So who's the real mastermind? Ayanokoji, the ghost in the shadows, or Yuichi, the smiling devil? The answer isn't simple, because the scariest mind is the one that can't be predicted. You decide. Drop your thoughts in the comments. If Ayanokoji and Yuichi were dropped into the same game, who would walk out standing? And if you liked this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. More anime versus battles, psychological deep dives, and dark analysis coming soon. This was Ayanokoji versus Yuichi. And remember, sometimes the strongest minds hide behind the calmest faces.